Halo semua, welcome back to my channel Al Gaming. Di sini kita ngelanjutin lagi permainan Genshin Impact kali ini ya teman-teman. Di Genshin Impact kali ini kan ada update besar tuh, 12 GB untuk PC sama 5 GB untuk mobile. Dan ini update barunya versi 1.1 yang dimana ada si Tartaglia atau Cilde yang kita tahu ya namanya teman-teman. Setelah banner ini nanti itu digantiin sama Zhongli. Terbarunya kita lihat reputasi kota. Oh ini ada quest ya teman-teman buat dapetin sayap baru ya. Sayap baru. Bentar. Udah. Sayap baru. Terus di sini ada arsip. Kegunaannya arsip apa ya? Ada arsip equipment. Dan ini ada senjata baru nih. Ada great swordnya juga yang baru, spear baru, bintang 5 ya, sama buku kayaknya memori. Zombie. Ini ya. Oh ya teman-teman, kalau kalian udah update, kalian nanti dikasih primogem 600 lewat email ya. Tartaglia Hydro senjata bu. Apa kita coba gacha kali ya? Gacha dikit kali ya? Oke, kita langsung coba gacha aja kali ya teman-teman. Ini kita udah masuk di bannernya CLD. Kita lihat rinciannya bonus apa nih? Karakter berapa kali ya biar dapat ini 90 ya. Jadi kalian butuh 14.400. Kita tes satu ya gitu. Dapat. Coba 10 deh. Langsung bintang 5. Wow. Ini rate-nya bagus banget ya. Dapat apa kita kawan-kawan? Wah, deg-degan aku nih. Oke loh, kita baru pedo. Apa nih kita dapat? Diona. Aduh, dapat Kiki. Ais. Ya lumayan lah, aku nggak punya es ya. Dan ini juga kasih gratis. Ya. Baca lagi nggak ya? Nggak mungkin dapat sih kalau udah bintang 5 ya. Kita coba ini kali ya. Ya, dapatnya Kiki kawan-kawan. Susah nih dapatnya, sumpah. Coba satu-satu ya lah. Dapat Kiki. Iya sih, aku kurang es sih. Emang nggak jodoh kali ya. Ya kira chill dia, tapi kita dapat karakter barunya ya langsung dua-duanya. Kita nggak butuh lagi sih sebenarnya. Sayang kan? Kita coba satu-satu deh. Pas sekali lagi, kayaknya nggak mungkin dapat sih. Itu udah hoki banget sih. Dapat Kiki. Sayang banget ya, kenapa nggak ini CD? Nggak dapat apa ini? Tempat bisa lumayan. Sayang ya. Picu. Picu. Ya dapatnya Kiki kita teman-teman. Aku mau nabung buat Zhongli kali ya. Kita tadi udah dapat bintang 5. Kayaknya susah deh buat dapetin ini lagi. Oke ya. Tas lah. Pas. Nggak mungkin dapat lagi sih. Harusnya. Buat nabung buat Zhongli aja kali ya. Air nggak terlalu butuh sih, udah ada barang. Emerald. The bell. Ya, terus senjata doang. Claymore. Kita kan sebuah perisai. Oh, buat sini. Well. Mungkin dapet nih. Enggak lah. Gaskan lah. Oke. Habis. Dapat Kiki doang. Tapi oke sih itu termasuk. Karakter. Dapat S-Joy. Healer lagi kan. Ini gue butuh nih. Aduh, belum punya ini. Dapat Kiki, healer. Tadi dapat apa ya? Pistol ya? Instant pistol. Berarti 4 karakterku ini ya. Mau naikin Kiki. Tadi dapat apa aja? Oh, beda. Karakter barunya yang healer. Oh ini. Constant. Gue mau naikin Kiki. Dapat healer akhirnya. Chain painting. Lumayan lah ya. Walaupun sedikit nyesel kenapa nggak dapat Tartaglia. Apalah. Tartaglia. Dapat Kiki, kurang caking. Lumayan. Daripada lu manyun gak dapat bintang 5. Oh. Maksud. Gunakan original racing. Kiki, I got you. prolong method. Barbara aku nggak butuh berarti. Kajian ya. Meningkatkan efek pemulihan karakter. Maiden pakai jin. Ada suara ya? Udah, jangan. Oh iya, bentar ya. Genshin. Kita naikin Barbara. Lah,
would a gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
Retribution!
Let's dance!
iso. Angkeking ya. Tartaglia.
Retribution!
Weh.
Think you can get away? Ready, steady, go!
Bless. Penasaran mau nyoba Tartaglia. Tartaglia.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose.
Oke, banget nih skill-nya.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Jir, mau kali.
You can run. No time to no time.
Out kali nih skill E-nya, tapi lama cooldown-nya. Mantap. Tanda-tandanya sakit banget itu pattern. Kenapa gue dapet Kiki? Gue masih kesel anjir. Tai kali cu. Yuna. Kita cobain semua guys. Karakter baru. Itu si CLD recommend sih buat DPS ya teman-teman. Itu skill E-nya yang sakit. Jadi kalau kalian udah dual sword, ada markingnya itu tiap makam kalian pukul itu langsung ada damage full up-nya 3 kali itu. Sakit sekali itu. Ini apa ini? Semua panah.
You're in for a little shock.
Apa ini? Pas semua panah.
Having your drink.
What the fuck?
Come a little closer.
Frostbite.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Ini apaan? Perisai kayak Noel gitu ya? Aman kayak Noel.
Having having a drink? Come.
Freeze.
Apa nih nggak jelas kan? Oh, skill burst-nya itu healing area kayak gym.
Cool it. This one will be frozen. Cool it.
Can't have your drink? Come.
Dance this.
You're in for a little shock.
No. That's spray.
This.
Ningguang. Guang masih enak. Dapat Kiki. Shit. Kirain Tartaglia, cuy. Pedo. Kiki sayang.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
Saya emang lagi butuh ini. Siapa ya? Energy recharge sekali Genshin. Prototype Rancor. Setelah elemental skill menghasilkan damage terdapat. Apa nih bang? Serangan crit. Inilah. Wih, karakterku lengkap coy. Barbara, kamu out dulu ya. Gigi.
what's happening?
Siang ada Bennett. Sayur. Ih, karakter lucu coy.
Go.
Kiki.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Oke, pasti.
Think you can get away?
Gila, mati dong.
Go. Yahoo! Eat this! Fast path.
Asli.
Yahoo!
Mana ya?
Nice and spicy.
Ada Tartaglia.
Retribution!
Wah, sama.
Here we go. Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
Retribution!
Sos.
There can be no
Ya. Itu kenapa dah? Anjir, gua bawah banget. Kayak apa nih? Elemental mas. Polosan coy. Water ada barbara sih.
One, two, breathe, breathe, four, and
Nanti dulu deh, konekin.
we can do this.
Kiki.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
retribution!
Nah, sekarang bisa kebakar karena skill sendiri ya. Di nerf banget nih gila. Di nerf pantesan darahku berkurang masuk jelas cuy. Sakit you. Apa dah? Astaga. Gila, aku bisa ngebakar sendiri.
Let the show begin.
Amin.
One, two, breathe, 4, and
Pakai.
wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away?
Mau coba grafik yang baru, katanya bisa kontrol grafik. Tinggi, paling tinggi. Habis hasilnya kita ke daily. Setelah daily kita ke quest baru. Aduh, kenapa dapatnya tidak Tartaglia? Fuck. Gimana sih?
Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Wih, lupa. Astaga. Banget ya.
La la la. Ha, ha, ha. Let's dance. Time for takeoff. Here we go. Yeah. Let's dance. Think you can get away?
Kiki, Keking. Sudah jadi. Cukup.
Add ast. Add ast.
Terus ekspedisi. Makanan kurang. Diona. Shaki. Sa. Amber.
Add ast.
Beidou.
One, two, three.
Aduh. 10, 15, 17 karakterku. Tartaglia,
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let the show
Kayak apa ini? Prosperity. Wah, naik. Berarti gue pun naik ya. Aduh, gara-gara artifak ya. Artifak. Anjay.
brace yourself. Look up there. That's the Jade Chamber. This is bad.
Ada istana di atas.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, let's look around.
Oh,
Think you can get away? I'll protect us!
Understood.
Brace yourself.
Tartaglia.
Huh?
Kiki Silent John.
Yahoo! Huh? since this is the right place, it must have something to do. Yes, this must be.
Yes, it's not. Jatuh gua.
Huh? It only takes a. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to. Huh? Why? Or. Oh, Pun? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can. Oh, hang on. It looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh. Oh, that's... Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista.
Mana tuh Guizhong Ballista? Tartaglia.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What we're invited guests. What? No. Wait. Maybe she pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but now.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean?
What nonsense! Seize these.
Well, here they come.
Tiga.
Time for takeoff.
Ya, menang.
Brace yourselves.
Two arms! Yeah. It is. Who goes in? Take the target alive! Retribution! Attack! Retribution! Bested.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady
Kicking.
Coaching. These two strange.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to...
We're invited guests here to look for the Lila.
Well, as it happened,
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
wow. Huh?
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene.
So this was all a misunderstanding.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mech...
That was... Huh? Oh, right.
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the adept.
When you say protect, you're referring to their
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassins. I'll say it like it is.
Well, still, this is the first time.
Should I respect the shout? Forget it. Either way, Rex
Adeptus.
Lapis's death is indeed an How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the... I'll stop here. You should both be off to the cream of Lee was...
Favor? But... Wait, that's right. Greeting...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, so what should we give? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of it. Paimon has a feeling that why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope. But let's go gather and greet.
Harta.
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! Very delicious. That's the one!
Woi.
Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from... Uh-oh. It looks like the...
Ganti
What's
bintang 5
happening?
dong. Nih gue copot aja. Salah. Panda. Kok aneh? Kok aneh? Gak bisa dipakai si Jin. Cairo. Siapanya apa ya? Chat Nacho. Istanbulus. Ini. Kuncinya di mana?
I was not.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Mung Dan. I never expected that, though. Is there anything that you lack?
Wait a moment.
Oh?
Do you have a box that can store?
Of course we do. Now just give me a moment.
Great.
Fixing Jewelry. Tiga, empat. Sakit itu kalau siang. Artefaknya bagus nih, meningkatkan akan trope mana trope
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least a...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help you...
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make... It's done! The one and only...
Oh, yes. You might want to use these too.
Woohoo! It looks great! Now...
Great!
I can't wait to see my adorable daughter again.
Let's play!
Tele aja lah.
a good excuse me.
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of.
Ah, well said.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess.
Buset, tato coy.
I've been waiting for you, returnee.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting.
Oh, for me.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad this palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, I have been gathering the funds necessary. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, one day, I believe it will overshadow. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on.
Wait.
Just Burgled? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang.
You were.
I fear that our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2000. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to see. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain. That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden, but our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative.
Who's this enemy?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking?
Well answered.
Tiny.
The scenery out here is fine indeed.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
1, 2, 3.
Wowee! What a huge hall!
Cebol.
Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Anjir cebol kali cuy. Wah. Wow. Ada sesuatu yang diambil ya? Patung.
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends.
Ooh,
Why, you've kept your.
that's because even the storytellers are talking about it.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets, but the secrets of the mercantile world, if possible. But if you were to choose the more trust. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of, but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, indeed, I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to...
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking
Of course.
Diamond's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon! One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper. Just imagine how much. Let's grab one. The biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest. La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on. Sigil of permission. Aw, that doesn't sound. Ningguang, but research on the sigil of permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection. Oh, you really. Well, should we not? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't Anyway, before we...
Tembok intelijen. Jelek kali. Jadi pendek ini. Kiki. Saat Kiki menyerang musuh dengan normal attack, kalau dia melagi 50% menapkan Orton. Kiki have satu normal attack, kalau dia menyerang musuh dengan Orton. Memperlihatkan lokasi produk asli di sekitar minimap. Wow.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Wow. Punya Ningguang, gua punya Ningguang.
Hurry up! This was well done!
Fire water mystic.
Fuel's clogged!
There are so many talismans here. Paimon's seen this. Oh, Paimon! But how did it oh, maybe the Fatui are caught being able to channel divine power and the plot thickens. Alright, that's the last stop on our rite of parting preparation. Let's go!
Let's go. Water ya, water.
Right on time. Did you enjoy your visit?
It was so big.
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich, and so, yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's.
Oh. So you also met...
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more... Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most...
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't... No matter what they may be planning, you must...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting, and do you all want...
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame...
No. Those lilies have all been gone. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved in garden. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them.
So how good is your... Really? What?
We'll only know what...
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sing a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Leland? Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies would...
This little monster is known as a
Whopper
whopper
flower.
flower. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long.
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately,
That's so late.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's...
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised. Ah, that reminds me. How...
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really...
She's acting different from the first.
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the...
You came all the way out here to see the flap?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing...
Oh, sorry. shouldn't have.
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end, yes. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, of the current 7 Archons, this means that Liyue had been—
So what do you think of this farewell?
Farewell.
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis, but as an Adeptus.
Huh? Did you just say as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Well, let's save that conversation. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See,
We dare not
Oh, so did you sing a song before you—
indeed, I did. I know this trick.
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, if you would excuse me,
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fit.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine.
I've had enough ventures. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See, Zhongli sounds like— Alright, I think it's about time we head back.
White glaze lily. Adeptus. Child.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith.
Ah, you're the consultant to the Millilith are watching our—
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally—
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. However, both sides require—
It seems inevitable, given the
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no—
Surely the Liyue.
They're
And what now?
That's all. She proclaimed that in these only now do they want to— Anyway, Mr. Zhongli.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your— Neither path is an easy—
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli,
Things are taking a turn. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to—
Having connections. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the few? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to— He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do— Well, where could we find it? Where would he go at a time like this?
Childish. Dah.
Let's play.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
can do this. Water wind.
Wow! It looked impressive enough from the outside, but this is where all of Tevat's Mora is minted around. Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take, or better yet, take a nap on top of a... Oh, right! That it's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Wow.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already
Huh? Who's there?
Children.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would, if it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, stopping the Mora mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to... The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. Either way, we now come to the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes...
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once instead of confronting you directly. She chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in cross...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. Fighting talk, I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Apaan?
Think you can get away?
How unbecoming. Poor timing. Passable effort.
Eyes, sacred name, fortune preserve.
So quick to flee. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Ha! Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you.
Whoa.
Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Wow. Wow, skill.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Norax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Wis. Oh. Gila, bosku, shieldingnya jadi apa nih? Harbinger ke 11. Not bad.
But this is going to cost you.
Mari coy. Tuh nggak bawa 2 healer cuy.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of time, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the gold now to me on purpose? No matter. And the Gnosis over now.
Oh.
Don't let him take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Retribution! Die here.
Apaan tuh?
Let the show begin!
Retribution!
Oke, beres bos. Shielded down. Harbinger ke 11.
Back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to...
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has, if such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity. Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its
Wow, gila, keren banget. Aus.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Anjir. Tsunami.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came, did we make it in time? Is the Overlord?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for...
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing this Overlord of the...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand it, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets...
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years... So will the power of the Cassing, Millilith, and...
We've already discussed this together.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the Guardians of...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Cassing did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista, and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet.
I suppose this is one, so be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
Buset, si gendut.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista.
the Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then.
Intens
What
sekali ini
strength remains
kawan-kawan.
within you. One wishes to witness it.
Life goes on.
Not quick enough. My duty. Eat up. Roasted fry.
Habis.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Weh.
Oh, protect us!
Fatuli! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Anjir.
Scorching preserve.
The ancient gods attack me again! There are so many between
Gila.
Don't want to be sealed back up.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
gentle energy! Pour light from your body. It's like the tiny giant curse! Wow! It's that pink shockwave! This gray is really strong!
Time for takeoff.
Nice.
Retribution!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, then fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Genshin's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Fortune preserve.
My work.
Retribution!
orders are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Buset.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Gila, seru banget. Gila, gue sampai nunggu coy.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, at first, it was only the size of a small room. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti...
Oh?
3,700 years. According even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lin...
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Cassing, though mortal, are equal. I also thought to tell him, but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you...
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides.
Each of the 7 nations has its own...
Though your point is the very height of... As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock.
to be chastised thus by an outlander.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last, although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful and dangerous Nera. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what Liyue, the country of contracts, is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. Although their blood is weak, they're the time of contracts between...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you?
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adept...
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts, fair enough. Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Cassing will not simply
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is...
Looks like the conflict between... Oh, right! Child wanted to unleash the god, so he could look... But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex. Oh, and speaking of that... Paimon doesn't...
Pisahan cari Zhongli.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adept...
Belum tahu dia level speednya Zhongli.
Daedalus rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Ay.
Is there anything I can do?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't...
Doesn't the Northland... Last time we saw Zhong, do you think he doesn't know we had better go and make...
Brace yourself.
Zhongli.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formality? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... you!
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hot.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking about?
contract is fulfilled. That which the...
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Geo? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatu?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsar...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to...
Wait.
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools until one drizzly day. As I was strolling, I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly... That's right. Which is why...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced...
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue. These things were all a part of my script. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power... Huh? On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter.
Fine. I'll meet you there later.
Do as you wish.
Deal as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade...
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journey.
Zhongli Guild Dewa Guild transaksi.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Kita pintas aja.
Yahoo!
You know that
Yes.
say.
Now that I mean it all, still.
For...
So, Talk, there's only one real positive for Tui. They certainly are. Shh! Lower you.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars, gods and adepti live rumors and hearsay abound on the having been thwarted in his trial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Diamond needs a... So that's how something feels off. What could the cheesing... Did Zhang... Exactly, right? Oh. Look, it's Ningguang and...
As said previously, Rex Lapis' soul...
3,700 years of contract.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending dream.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our
So concludes the work. Does Her Eminence the Yuhan?
Huh? She looked...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really
Is that the traveler who they say defeated?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you. Roping you.
The cleanup.
Okay, King.
If you were...
Hey, Zhongli!
Hey,
Look
Zhongli.
at this. Everyone, and here you are looking up...
Why, right. If the two of you can...
Ha! That sounds like big talk.
You're right. I do.
But why would Morak...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Morak...
Well, we were only spending Fatuiman in the city of commerce. We do the Archon Morax. Could never experience life as the true... I will treasure the memories that I made as Jean. That is true.
Paimon?
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that... Yes. The nation... The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis.
Paimon?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also...
That said, though people at the Zhongli, since you're Rex Lab...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength of... This is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Tibet see it.
But starting from last year...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to see...
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, knowing her. She must have again quoted that added 7 ideals for 7 gods. And all right then, was there anything? That's it. I hinted as much to the... How did I accomplish that? All right then. Was there...
Yeah, about that.
These are indeed false. I've heard that Ningguang... Oh, all right then. What? The time of the adept coaching is absolutely now. Could the original all right then. Was...
That's right. Zhongli, Nepsin's Morax. Also, isn't
the Mora present now?
Is it?
Yes.
Then, did you...
Oh, a private...
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it. All right then. Well then.
Well then. Oke teman, akhirnya quest barunya sudah selesai dan kita sudahi aja streaming kita kali ini. Jika kalian suka video streaming kita hari ini, jangan lupa like dan share ke teman-teman ya. See you again di next video. Bye bye.